Let's talk about bathrooms. I know there are a lot of strong feelings about this, a lot of fear around bathroom issues, and honestly, around our LGBTQ youth in general, especially our transgender kids. I have had amazing one on one conversations. I've tried to respond to social media posts, but I know it's hard when you get, your scary mail that says Amy's doing all of these terrible things. And it's like, okay, so I just want to address it. Um, First of all, I'm not advocating for any changes in our bathroom policy. We have a bathroom policy that is working for 17,000 kids. Safety has always been and will always continue to be our number one priority in the schools. Like, that's not changing. The difference is that the reality of the situation is that, statistically speaking, it is not our cisgen kids who are being attacked or who are in danger. Our cisgen kids may feel a little discomfort when they see someone that doesn't look like what they're expecting to look like, but we have to be careful not to conflate danger with discomfort. The data will tell you that it is actually our trans kids who are 65% more likely to be physically attacked in school districts that have even just one anti-LGBTQ policy. That is the data. That's the reality. It's actually our trans kids who are at more risk of being physically and certainly emotionally attacked. So I want to just have everybody again take a breath and understand that just because there's a lot of swirl and noise around this issue, it's because it's working. It's like activating people. It's making them scared, right? But that's not an issue in our schools. And safety will always be a top concern, a top priority. But we also have to think about the safety of our trans kids, our LGBTQ community. And so we're balancing all of that. So the fact, again, is that for over 20 years now, the district has been accommodating these kids and making sure that they are safe. They are professionals. They're trained. Of course, they're caring about our kids. And I trust the job that they've been doing for the last 20 years, they will continue to do. So no change in bathroom policy. And I just would like to see us move on to issues that are affecting all of our kids. Not advocating for any changes. Again, like, we have boys' bathrooms, we have girls' bathrooms, we have boys' locker rooms, we have girls' locker rooms. We have accommodations for people that don't feel comfortable in either of those. And I think we just let the buildings and the professionals continue to handle it as they have been for the last 20 years. This is not a new issue. It's just newly focused on. So what else? I mentioned locker rooms, and I mentioned that the sports, the boys and girls sports. Oh my gosh. I've seen the mailers that have gone out, and it's just like, you guys, this is a school board race. This is a volunteer position. I am a mother of 3 and a respected member of the community and a professional myself working at a global corporation. I just, the way I have been like slandered and defamed is just like, it's mind boggling to me. But I will say, for those of you who aren't aware, Missouri has a state law that defines who gets to play in which sports. So it's really not a school board issue. And also, I don't know, something that the board needs to be focused on when we've got financial issues facing us, like especially at the state level. They are reducing our funding this year even, and we're losing teachers because the culture has been so divisive. And so, gosh, I've got friends who've sent me these mailers, these pictures from these mailers that Francel Families is sending out. And it's just like, I want to laugh, except that it's so sad. Like, what are we doing? At what point are we going to stop with all of the soap opera stuff and like actually focus on our kids, actually focus on academics, actually focus on retaining our teachers and building community instead of breaking it down? That's where my energy is going. And it is going to be up to everybody to decide what it is they're looking for and what it is they want the future of this district to look like. For me, I want this district to be focused on our kids' success, on academic excellence. I want our teachers to feel supported, because when our teachers feel supported, the vibe in the classroom is better. I want resources for our teachers, because when our teachers have updated resources, our kids have better education. That's what I want. I want us to be a top 5 district in the state. And you know what is not going to get us there is all of this talk about kids in bathrooms and locker rooms and all of this other salacious stuff that is a fringe issue at best. So last thing I want to say, again, to reiterate, all of our children's safety is, of course, the most important piece. And our kids are safe right now in the bathrooms. And we also want to be thoughtful about our transgender kids, our LGBTQ youth community in general. Those people are hurting, and their parents are scared, and understandably so. So they're all parents. These are all kids. We want to make sure everybody can feel safe, psychologically and physically. So let's put our attention on building community and addressing real issues when they come up, if they come up, and keep the rest of our focus on aiming higher.